a tough situation for them. And but they're making the most out of it. They got a lot of games under their belt already, which is what you do up front. You know, you overload that front schedule so that you are healthy, and they've done a good job of that. And I know they'll be well coached today, and it'll be quite a test. And it should be another good ball game. You know, the Cherokee game was a good ball game, 4-1 our favor. The Robbinsville game was a good ball game, 5-1 their favor. So we're looking for another good one out here today. And you know, we feel good about who we got in the circle, and we'll go with her every day.
Yeah, you know, Coach, it's just an unusual time of the year with everything going on in the high school sports arena. For the first time ever, we're playing softball, and then following that, we're going to go up on the hill and play football. So, but I'm sure if you talk to every coach like yourself and every player, they're glad to play.
Oh, absolutely. We'll play. I said it many times. We'll play anytime, anywhere, anybody. It don't matter. Just point us in a direction. And, you know, it's exciting in a lot of ways to be part of a softball, football doubleheader. And here on the Maroon Devils Network, and everybody gets to watch that. We're excited by that. It should be a lot of fun. And hopefully we can get the matinee kicked off with a W for Maroon Devils.
All right, Coach, good luck. And, hey, we'll be talking to you more as we wind up this broadcast here this afternoon. Then we'll go on up and we'll talk some during the football broadcast tonight.
Sounds good. Thanks, Gary.
All right. Coach Toby Burrell with us, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. More coming up as we're live right here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. As again, we're broadcasting live here on a gorgeous Friday afternoon from Swain County High School, home of the Lady Devils. And believe it or not, after all the rain, the field is really in good shape, the infield and the outfield. The outfield has been resown in many ways and really looks good. Now, around the field, there are some areas that are very marshy, very wet, but the field itself is in pretty good shape. There are a couple of damp spots out in the outfield, but really the field is in good shape. And we're ready to play this afternoon. And as you heard, as we talked with head coach Toby Burrell, this is the first, and I've been around here a long time broadcasting games, but I've never been able to broadcast a softball game and then go up to Swain County Memorial Stadium up on the hill that we're going to be doing here in a little bit and broadcast a football game. So we have a doubleheader that might not ever happen again. Who knows with the COVID situation and all that has brought with it here in this very unusual North Carolina High School Athletic Association athletic year. Now, both teams are going to be playing with 9 players today. By the way, the Hayesville Yellow Jackets, we feel for Coach Gary Payne and the Yellow Jackets, they only have 9 players total. They don't have any players on the bench, and that's very tough. If somebody gets hurt and if you don't believe there are injuries in softball, well, guess again, because our Lady Devils have some today. For example, Amelia Clough is out with a thumb injury. I saw her before the game. She has that all wrapped up in a splint. So Amelia Clough is out with a thumb injury she suffered on Tuesday. Bree Wesley is out with an ankle sprain. She suffered in practice on Wednesday. Kay Johnson, the starting center fielder, is available, but is not starting because she is not feeling well at all. So we have 3 players that normally would see playing time that are not going to be playing today at all. And then coming into the season, we're going to be short some players, as we already knew, out for the season with injury. We're talking about Kensley Chambers, a junior, Annalise Cook, another junior, and Haley Woodard, a sophomore. All of those 3 young ladies are out for the season with injury. And we really feel for them because I know they would much rather be out here playing. Now, our Lady Devils are led, of course, by head coach Toby Burrell. He is assisted this season by Ashley McClendon, who did a lot of work on the field, he told us in the pregame interview, along with Caitlin Dills and Taylor Day. And, of course, we have outstanding help from manager, statistician, and team mom, and that's Jenna Marr. So Jenna Marr is going to be with us throughout the season and doing a good job, as always, in anything she attempts in Swain High Athletics. Looks like the officials have arrived, and we're going to come back and get things underway here in just a little bit. So stay with us as we're coming up on the opening pitch right here from Swain County High School. We'll be right back on the Maroon Devils Network.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Quinnett, and I am over the Parents as Teachers program here in Swain County. Let me tell you a little bit about our program. We're so fortunate to have this program here in Swain County. It is a free program for families prenatal to age 5. We provide a vast resource network on health and safety, nutrition, things like potty training and sleep routines. If you know of a family that could benefit from this program, please share our phone number with them. It's 488-3129, extension 5632. Or share this video with them.
Fans, welcome back. And again, we're live here on a fabulous Friday afternoon. The temperature actually hit 80 degrees today across western North Carolina in some spots. It's hard to believe that here in March that is the case, but we're loving this weather while it lasts because we understand more rain is moving in for the weekend. Of course, our Lady Devils are coming in 1-1 on the season. We lost a tough one 5-1 to Robbinsville on Tuesday. We're 1-1 overall. We beat Cherokee earlier in the season on a very impressive 4-1 win. Stacy Griggs struck out 14 Cherokee players that day and did not give up a single earned run in that 4-1 win over Cherokee. And, of course, again, had a tough one again with Robbinsville on Tuesday, 5-1. Robbinsville, a very tough team. I think they're the defending Smoky Mountain Conference champions. So they are a tough team indeed. Talking about Stacy Griggs pitching today with the win against Cherokee, it gives Stacy 20 career wins, making her the 6th pitcher to reach and surpass 20 wins here at Swain County High School. The others, of course, are basically Hall of Fame type athletes. We're talking about Shelby Parker, 61 wins. Sarah Davis, 57 wins. Kristen Cook, 29 wins. Brandy Claxton, 22 wins. Taylor Day, 22 wins. And Taylor is our pitching coach. And now, of course, Stacy Griggs with 20 wins. And Stacy also went past Taylor Day on the strikeout list. Taylor now has 229 strikeouts for her career, and Stacy notched her 233rd strikeout on Tuesday. So we're talking about some of the best ever to be in the pitching circle here at Swain County High School. And again, coming in, Hayesville has already played 6 games. They're 2-4 on the season. They have played 3 doubleheaders, Andrews, Rosman, and Cherokee. So they have 6 games under their belt. And I know that was a concern in talking with head coach Toby Burrell just a few minutes ago, as you heard him, or if you missed him, live here on the Maroon Devils Network. 6 games for Hayesville, while our Lady Devils have only played 2 games. Coming into this game here, we had 1 game with Murphy to open the season, rained out. And we're trying to get that game rescheduled here. As you know, this shortened season is only conference games, and softball started March 15th, and the final regular season contest is going to be April 30. So there is a limited window of opportunity to play these conference games with softball, girls soccer, also girls and boys golf. And here we go, ready to go with Hayesville getting things underway. And leading off is going to be Lila Roberts. She is their center fielder, and she steps into the batter's box, and she's going to be facing again our ace, Stacy Griggs, in the pitching circle, the senior for the Lady Devils. Getting ready to roll. Steps on the pitcher's rubber, and here we go. First pitch is going to be a foul down the third base side. Tracking it down over there is going to be Hannah Schuler, our sophomore third baseman, and we have some sophomores. Maddie Spates at second base is a sophomore, along with Hannah at third base, and Kirsten Smith out in center field. So again, it's 9 against 9 here this afternoon. And again, we welcome all our Maroon Devil fans and the Hayesville Yellow Jacket fans. And that pitch is going to be in for a strike. 0-2 quickly on Lila Roberts. Number 10 on deck is going to be Jaden Moore. We were talking with the Hayesville coaches, and they were spreading the word that, hey, you can watch it here on the Maroon Devils Network. For the Hayesville folks who were not able to make it over to the game this afternoon, and we're always proud to welcome in our opposing team's fans, as we did, for example, during all our basketball games. We had so many friends listening and watching, and we've seen the same scenario in football this year, and now with our debut softball broadcast. Thank you for watching and listening in and trying to back up these girls. That last pitch fouled off. 0-2 the count now again on Lila Roberts. Pitch in. It's going to be a high pop just over second, and it drops in. It's going to be a base hit. Just past the outstretched glove of Maddie Spates. Those are tough. They drop them right in between the infield and the outfield, and that's the way Lila Roberts is on with a single. So now, 1 on, nobody out. Jaden Moore, the shortstop, hitting for Hayesville. They're going to be wearing their black with white and gold trim. The Yellow Jackets, our Lady Devils, are going to be in solid gray with maroon and white trim. Here's the windup and the throw. It's going to be in for a strike. I'll tell you, already Stacy Griggs is on the money with her pitches. I think everything she has thrown so far has been a strike. By number 25 in the circle, senior Stacy Griggs as she steps back on the rubber, and the windup and the throw. Ground ball to shortstop. Could be a double play. On to second for one. On to first. Throw is going to be wide. The runner holds at first base, but the forced play at second does get the lead runner down at second base. So Jaden Moore grounds into a forced play at second base. One down. Faith Odell, the starting catcher now for Hayesville, with her white batter's helmet. Some people wear white helmets, some people wear black helmets, but hey, you got to wear a helmet, as you know, in fast pitch softball. Stacy fires it in, and it's going to be in for a strike again. I don't think she's had one ball so far in the third batter she has faced now with Faith Odell. The starting catcher, Lila Payne, second baseman on deck, and she is the daughter, I believe, of head coach Gary Payne for Hayesville. Here comes the pitch. Oh, just a little bit low for the first ball to any hitter, I believe, this afternoon by Stacy Griggs. Hayesville, one out, one runner at first base. That's Jaden Moore, the starting shortstop. Again, Hayesville only 9 players. They don't have any subs on the bench. If there is injury, pitch high, a little bit high for a ball. There is a breeze, as you probably are hearing the wind on the microphone here, as we're located just outside the right field line. Of course, we have 2 great cameras today. And again, we want to thank Emma Dingle on one camera with us right here from right field, and Kit Maxey over there from straightaway center field. So we've got 2 different views, if you will, and we're very blessed to have 2 cameras. Of course, they're going to be working the football game a little bit later on tonight up at Swain County Memorial Stadium up the hill. Again, a very breezy but just unbelievably warm Friday afternoon. Perfect for any kind of outdoor activity. Here comes the windup from Stacy. Fouled off. Out of play, right behind home plate. We do have some fans out here today. They're kind of scattered all around the Lady Devil softball field. And I got to tell you, fans, I'm going to put the heat on you. You need to come out. There's no reason you can't come out and watch softball, because everybody can spread out. There are people down the left field line, the right field line. They're in the bleachers behind home plate. They're out there behind the high school building in center field. So there's plenty of room for you to come out here and social distance. So, hey, come on out and back these young ladies. And there, the foul tip right off the looked like the catcher's mask behind the plate back there by Keely Eagleman. And boy, I tell you, sometimes those sometimes don't feel so good. So Keely took that one off the catcher's helmet, if you will. Hanging in there. Still hitting foul balls is Faith Odell with 1 out. Pitch is going to be low in the dirt, and the first walk of the day. So now Hayesville with runners on first and second. Lila Payne, the starting second baseman for the Yellow Jackets. And again, the daughter of head coach Gary Payne, who was very cordial to work with here before the game, giving us the starting lineup and talking about his season. And we appreciate all the folks from Hayesville High School and what they do. I know Mike Costerwell, the AD over there, doing an outstanding job during this COVID-affected season. High pop foul behind the plate, no play. For a strike 1 to Lila Payne, Macy Parker, the starting pitcher for the Yellow Jackets, is going to be on deck. So now Hayesville, good opportunity to get a run or 2 on the scoreboard. Runners at first and second with only 1 down. We've had a single and we've had a walk here in the top of the first inning. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Lila Payne, the cleanup batter for Hayesville. Again, Macy Parker on deck. With 1 down, runners at first and second. The infield, despite all the rain, is in pretty good shape. You can see a little brown dirt, a little darker than some of the other dirt, but overall, considering over an inch of rain fell last night, probably closer to 2 inches, this field is not bad. Pitch in, and that's going to be a called third strike to Lila Payne as she watched that one go down. So the first strikeout of the game, and that's going to be the second out of this top of the first inning with Macy Parker, the pitcher, coming in now. So now, 2 out, 2 runners on. Gracelyn Anderson, the third baseman, will be on deck. But again, 2 out, 2 on. Top of the first inning. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. Stacy Griggs trying to pitch her way out of this inning. Now with her 234th career strikeout. She passed our pitching coach, Taylor Day, who has 229 for her career. And she's giving back to the Lady Devil softball program. Another pitch in for a strike. Stacy has been on the money. As we mentioned, she has given up one walk, but most of her pitches have been in the strike zone. 2 out, 2 strikes on Macy Parker. 2 out, 2 on, 2 strikes. Big pitch on the way. And it's going to be a swing and a miss, and that's going to leave 2 runners stranded here on the top of the first inning. So Stacy Griggs, again, allowing 2 base runners, but pitches her way out of the jam with 2 consecutive strikeouts. And we go to the bottom of the first with no score. We'll be right back here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, our Lady Devils at bat here, and no score so far. Hayesville left 2 stranded in their top of the first inning. Maddie Spates, our second baseman, Braden Taylor, Savannah Smith hitting 1, 2, 3. Here in the bottom of the first inning. So happy to be here with you. Pitch in. Going to be high for a ball. 1-1 now. The pitcher is Macy Parker for the Hayesville Yellow Jackets. She's in the circle today. We'll tell you more about their defensive infield and outfield in just a moment. One thing about softball and one thing I love, this game moves. There is no lollygagging. I think that's a word I heard earlier that that fits some sports. There is no, that pitch going to be high for a ball. And there is no lollygagging in girls fast pitch softball. I mean, it moves and it keeps your attention. If you turn your head for a couple of seconds, believe me, you're going to miss something. And I've been guilty of that from time to time. Maddie Spates in the batter's box. Oh, she drills one over center field. One hop into the fence. She's rounding first, coming into second, going to be close. Oh, and she's safe at second base. Leadoff double for Maddie Spates into center field. She just rocketed a line drive over the center fielder. There was no chance at all of a play on that on the outfield. One hop against the fence, 193 feet to straightaway center, right in the front of cameraman Kent Maxey over there. He had an outstanding look at that shot that was right into the fence on one hop, and hitting now is going to be Braden Taylor. Braden, our junior shortstop, wearing number 4, as our Lady Devils get off to a great start here in the bottom of the first inning. And again, we want to welcome all our friends from Swain County and from Clay County watching and listening in here this afternoon, backing up their girls on the Bruin Devils Network here from their respective schools. Oh, that pitch is going to be in the dirt. Kind of hit the leg, probably the right leg, as she tried to release it. So now hustling on down to third base is going to be Maddie Spates. So a runner on third, no out. Braden Taylor hitting, Savannah Smith on deck. A leadoff rocket into center field fence. Oh, and that pitch is going to be in for a call third. No, it's going to be strike 2, I'm sorry. Not third strike on our junior shortstop, Braden Taylor, wearing number 4. Again, a nice breeze blowing this afternoon. Pitch is going to be, that's going to be ball 4. So now on first base is going to be Braden Taylor. So runners at the corners, so to speak. At first and third with no out, Savannah Smith is going to be the batter, and you know what's coming up next. Braden Taylor is probably going to take off at her first opportunity to steal second with a runner down at third base. Savannah Smith, junior right fielder, number 14. There she goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to third, chases the runner back, but Braden is down safely at second. So now, Lady Devils, 2 runners in scoring position with no out. Savannah Smith, our right fielder. Stacy Griggs, our starting pitcher, is going to be on deck. Outstanding opportunity with no out. Swing and a miss. And again, outstanding young ladies out here playing softball this afternoon, 9 against 9. Hayesville coming in 2-4 on the season. The Lady Devils 1-1. Ground ball to third base. The play is going to be at first. The out is there, but the run is in for the Lady Devils. So again, an RBI by Savannah Smith, who grounds into a forced play down at first base. They tried it, they looked, and I think they made the right play there. But an RBI, if you will, with that runner scoring from third for Savannah Smith. Stacy Griggs hitting now. Pitch in for a ball. So 1 runner is in, 1 runner is on. Braden Taylor on that ground ball to third base. Went from second to third when the run scored. And again, the out at first. Another shot between shortstop and third. That's going to be an RBI single. Throw coming into second base. So again, Savannah, that is Stacy Griggs helping her own cause there with a base hit single and an RBI. So 2 runs are in for the Lady Devils here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 with a big double, 1 with a single, and the other a ground ball into the infield. Stacy Griggs, who had that big RBI single, now down at first base. Ashley Stevenson, our senior first baseman, hitting now. 1 runner on, 1 out. So far, the Lady Devils with 2 hits here, a big double and a single. A walk and a ground ball. There's a shot right up the middle. Shortstop has it, flips over to second, gets the lead runner onto first, not in time for a double play, but the force out at second. So Ashley grounds into the forced play at second base. And she will be at first now with 2 out. So Hayesville's infield doing a good job, getting it done defensively with 1 ground ball to third base. The last one down to the shortstop, and Keely Eagleman hitting now. There's a pop, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop, and that's going to be out number 3. So the Lady Devils leave 1 runner on base. but they got the job done with 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. So we'll go to the top of the second with our score. Swain 2, Hayesville 0. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. 1 inning gone here at Swain County High School, the home of the Lady Devils, as the Yellow Jackets of Hayesville. And number 17, Graceland Anderson, is going to be hitting now in the top of the second inning, with Hayesville down 2-0 to the Lady Devils of Swain County High School. Fouled away on the first pitch from Stacy Griggs in the circle. Hitting now on the top of the second for Hayesville will be Graceland Anderson, the third baseman, Addie Bunch, the left fielder, and Brianna Curtis, the starting right fielder for Gary Payne and his Hayesville Yellow Jacket softball team. Coming in 2-4 on the season. They have played 3 doubleheaders. It's hard to believe they've already played 6 games, swing and a miss for a strike. But they've played 3 doubleheaders again against Andrews, Rosman, and Cherokee. Our Lady Devils have only played 2 games. One against Cherokee for a win, one against Robbinsville for a loss, coming in at 1-1. One game against Murphy rained out. But again, the teams have until the end of April or April 30th to get all their conference games in and get ready for the playoffs the following week in the first week of May. Swing and a miss for a strike. So Graceland Anderson goes down. That is the 3rd consecutive strikeout for Swain's Stacy Griggs. And again, for our friends in Hayesville and Clay County, we always try to be as impartial as we can. As you know, of course, our Maroon Devils Network, always glad to bring you whatever sporting activity we can. It was a joy to bring you a lot of basketball, and now into football and softball, and baseball is going to be coming up in April. It's hard to believe that the seasons are what they are, but baseball season doesn't start the first game until April 26. Baseball, track and field, and wrestling will start practice on April 12. So about 3 weeks away until those sports actually can practice. And then they will begin their basically 6-week season, just like most of the other sports. It's been basically 6 weeks for just about every high school sport around. Of course, going on now is softball, girls soccer, boys and girls golf going on now, and their season will be ending April 30th, as we mentioned, for softball, girls soccer, and girls and boys golf, before baseball, track and field, and wrestling will begin on April 26. Overlapping just 3 or 4 days there. Hitting now, as we mentioned, Addie Bunch with 1 out. Stiff breeze blowing here this afternoon. Pitch is going to be high for a ball. We've only seen one walk this afternoon. But again, the field, considering all the rain yesterday and last night, the field is in good shape. Coach Toby Burrell gave a lot of the credit here to, I think, Ashley McClendon, who did a lot of work on the field. It's been freshly mowed, and there's a pop right into right field. It's going to be in. It's going to bounce foul, but it hit in fair territory. Rounding first, coming into second with a stand-up double is going to be Addie Bunch. So the second hit on the day for Hayesville. Addie with a stand-up double. Lila Roberts led off Hayesville in the top of the first inning with a single. So now one out. Addie Bunch on second base for Hayesville. Brianna Curtis, the right fielder, hitting now. Emma Mashburn is going to be on deck for Hayesville. Down 2-0 to Swain County High School here with a runner on second base. So the tying run at the plate, if you will. Brianna Curtis swinging a miss for a strike one. Looks like a good bunch of fans are on hand. We have fans on the right field line, in the stands behind home plate, down on the left field line, out in center field. And so good to see the fans out here on a beautiful day. Swinging a miss for strike two now with one out. Here in the top of the second inning, one on, one out. Brianna Curtis, the batter. Emma Mashburn will be the bottom of the lineup and will bat next after Brianna, as Brianna gets a little conference over there with head coach Gary Payne, doing a good job with his Yellow Jackets here this afternoon, and we appreciate him for working with us on the lineup and getting everything ready to go here. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike three, and another strikeout for Stacy Griggs here on the afternoon. That's number 4. So now Hayesville has a runner on second. Addie Bunch with that big double down the right field line is at second with 2 out. Emma Mashburn, the starting first baseman for Hayesville, batting now at the top of the lineup. Lila Roberts on deck. I believe both pitchers have now given up officially 2 hits. Swing and a miss for a strike to Emma Mashburn, number 16, the first baseman for the Yellow Jackets. But Hayesville, I think, has always had a good tradition in softball and baseball. They have always had strong programs over there, just like Swain County High School. Pitch low for a ball from Stacy Griggs, the right-hander, the senior. Stacy, a senior. Ashley Stevenson, a senior. Hannah Epperson, the other senior. 3 seniors for the Lady Devils on this team. Pitch in for another strike. We have some sophomores with Kirsten Smith, Hannah Schuler, also Maddie Spates, some juniors with Braden Taylor, Savannah Smith, also Keely Eagleman, the other senior that I missed just a moment ago. So some good senior leadership on this team. Pitch in, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So Hayesville, again, with runners on base here in the second inning, but leaving them stranded. We go to the bottom of the second, and the Lady Devils on top, 2-0. More coming up here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Hello everyone, I'm Toby Burrell, Executive Producer of the Maroon Devils Network. These are very trying times for our whole community and state and nation as a whole. And it has been our pledge from the very beginning of the Maroon Devils Network to bring as much as we can into your home so that you can view things that you need to about our school system, about our athletic programs, whatever the case may be. In an effort to serve you, our community, and our family better, we have made additions to the Maroon Devils Network this year. We're now covering away games, we're covering JV games, we're covering middle school games. We're also added into that mix board meetings
and you get your weekly message from our superintendent, Mark Sale. I have some numbers that will probably surprise you. I know they did me when I looked at them. Since the middle of November, the Maroon Devils Network has carried over 50 separate broadcasts of Swain events. During that time, 9,000 hours of viewing has taken place with 39,000 separate views. Pretty amazing stuff. We're excited and extremely proud for what we've been able to bring you so far on the Maroon Devils Network. On the other hand, we're extremely excited about what's coming up and what we have in store for you this spring, especially with our football broadcast. You're going to see a product that we hope you will be extremely proud of and excited each and every Friday night to be able to watch. Here's some ways.
Fans, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning here from Swain County High School. Lady Devils at bat. Hannah Epperson stepping into the batter's box. And the first pitch is going to be in the dirt for a ball from pitcher Macy Parker for Hayesville. Swain will have Hannah Epperson, Hannah Schuler. Hannah's back-to-back. And Kirsten Smith will follow them here on the lineup. Pitch in for a strike. Off speed works for Macy Parker. Swain with a 2-0 lead. In case you're tuning in, again, I know we talked to the folks for Hayesville, and they were sending text messages over to their friends and saying, hey, you can watch us here on the Maroon Devils Network and follow the Yellow Jackets here on the road. Yellow Jackets coming in 2-4. Swain coming in 1-1 on the season. Pitch high and outside for a ball. So far, both teams with 2 clean hits on the offensive side of things. The windup and the throw, swing and a miss. Hannah Epperson, a good cut for strike 2, our senior left fielder. As I mentioned, we've got 4 seniors on this squad. Stacy Griggs, Ashley Stevenson, Keely Eagleman, and Hannah Epperson. And foul ball into left field. Well hit by Hannah, but apparently just enough to be foul. Hannah now hitting with 2 strikes. Hannah Schuler on deck. Toby Burrell, head coach, over in the coach's box at third base. Wind up on the throw, just missing outside. And it's going to be ball 4. So Hannah is on with a walk, and that is the second walk given up by pitcher Macy Parker. Swain has given up 1 walk by Stacy Griggs, and now Hayesville has given up 2. Hannah Schuler, our sophomore third baseman, number 3, at the plate. 1 on, nobody out. Ball low for a ball. Kirsten Smith is going to be on deck. And as you can see, some of the defensive players, I know at third base, the pitcher, second baseman, all wearing face mask, and probably not a bad idea. First baseman also has a mask on. That ball can come back to you like a rocket if it's well hit. We saw one of those earlier when Swain's Maddie Spates hit a shot to center field. There's a pitch in for a strike. And again, you're only, I believe, 60 feet away from home plate, I believe is the distance between the bases. There's a shot by second base, going to be into center field. Runner holds at second. Hannah Epperson holding as the ball is well played out there in center field by Lila Roberts as she gets it back into the infield pretty quickly. So a base hit by Hannah Schuler. Kirsten Smith hitting now with 2 on and nobody out. That ball going again right at the camera of Kit Maxey in center field. Pitch high for a ball now to Kirsten Smith, our sophomore center fielder. 2 on, nobody out. Again, big opportunity for Swain here with nobody out. Foul ball off the top of the Hayesville dugout, out of play. Again, outstanding work here this afternoon from Joe Holt, Emma Dingle, and Kent Maxey. Doing all the work behind the scenes to bring you this Outstanding softball matchup between Swain and Hayesville. Pitch in, low in the dirt. And the runners start to go, but hang on. Good work behind the plate by Faith Odell, the catcher, to keep that ball from getting by and allowing the runners to advance here. Here's the windup and the throw. Pitch in, and it's going to be a strike. Again, runners at first and second. Nobody out. Kirsten Smith, the batter, on deck, will be top of the lineup, and Maddie Spates. There's a shot to second base, and it's going to be caught. All the runners are going to have to hold. Just a little pop fly over there to second base. And the runners will stay now with one down. So now, Maddie Spates coming to the plate. Maddie has the best hit ball of the day between the two teams. She had a rocket one hop into center field, off the center field fence to lead things off. And that led to Swain's 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning for this 2-0 lead. So Maddie, the second baseman, sophomore, hitting now with 2 on, 1 out. Ball low. On deck is going to be Braden Taylor. Again, the Hayesville defensive lineup. In the pitcher circle, Macy Parker. At catcher is going to be Faith Odell. Down at first base is Emma Mashburn. At second base is Lila Payne. There's a ground ball to second base, and there's going to be no play. No play. It was just a hard ball to try to come up with, and Maddie Spates is going to be on. And now the bases are loaded. Now, some people might score that an error at second base. I'm a little more likely to score that a single. The ball was just so well hit, it was hard to make a play at second base. So now the bases are loaded, and Coach Gary Payne wants to talk it over with his girls to make sure they have the right defensive play now. Again, 1 out. And the bases are loaded, but to give you the rest of the Hayesville defense, as we mentioned, Emma Mashburn at first base. Down at second base, Lila Payne. At third base is Gracelyn Anderson, and the shortstop is Jaden Moore. Your outfield for Hayesville. In left field is Addie Bunch. In center field is Lila Roberts, and in right field, Brianna Curtis. Those are your Yellow Jacket defenders. And now they have their work cut out for them with the bases loaded, 1 out, ground ball foul down the third base side. Hitting now is going to be Braden Taylor, who walked last time. Braden, the junior shortstop for the Lady Devils of Swain County High School, hosting Hayesville from Greater Clay County this afternoon. Here comes the windup and the throw. Pop up, no play behind the plate. And again, the weather has kind of played havoc. I know a couple of games were scheduled yesterday in the conference were rained out. But the teams have 5 more weeks to get their conference games in before the playoffs start the first week of May. Pitch high for a ball. Runners ready to go. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Braden Taylor, the batter. Savannah Smith on deck. Facing right-hander Macy Parker. Oh, ball in the dirt. And again, the catcher, Faith Odell, comes up with it. Doing a good job behind the plate. Again, bases are loaded. 1 down, Swain up 2-0. Pitch in. Oh, it's going to be a strike 3. Call strike 3 on Braden Taylor. And I believe that is the first strikeout of the day for Hayesville pitcher Macy Parker. So now 2 out. And that really changes things for Hayesville. Now with 2 out, they can go to any base, literally, for the 3rd out here with Savannah Smith hitting. Savannah grounded to third base her first time. That pitch in the dirt. Again, Faith Odell doing a good job coming up with those tough pitches in the dirt, because if that ball gets by, the runner can break from third. 2 out. Savannah had our first RBI for Swain earlier. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, is going to be getting through. 1 run is in. Throw coming into home plate. 2 runs are in. And that base hit will score 2 by Savannah Smith. 2 RBIs. That one right up the middle. No chance at a play over there as it went right to the shortstop side of second base. So now the Lady Devils up 4-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and second with 2 out. There's another ground ball. This one hard hit at third base. Easy force play at third as the third baseman just grabs it, steps on the bag on that shot by Stacy Griggs in the grounder to third base. So the Lady Devils again leaving 2 stranded, but 2 cross the plate after 2 full innings. It's Swain 4, Hayesville 0. We'll be back on the Maroon Devils Network. Welcome back on the Maroon Devils Network. Glad to bring you today's broadcast of Swain versus Hayesville. Girls softball here at Swain County High School. We're on the top of the third. There's a pop-up. Oh, there was a play, but couldn't get the glove on it. That one right in front of the fence. Doing a good job back there. Keely Eagleman tried to pull it in and couldn't quite make the catch. Those would go straight up in the air, and you're spinning around behind home plate trying to get your eyes on it and get in the right spot. Those are hard pop foul balls to catch when they go straight up. 1 strike now. Leading off is going to be the leadoff batter for Hayesville, Lila Roberts, their center fielder. Pitch just missing inside for a ball from Stacy Griggs. Jaden Moore is going to be on deck. And following her is going to be Faith Odell. 1, 2, 3 batters for Hayesville. Down 4-0 to Swain County High School here on this gorgeous Friday afternoon. Man, oh man, could we use some more of this weather. The windup and the throw. Foul ball again. No play this time. So now the Hayesville Yellow Jackets, who have had runners on base in both the first and second innings, just can't get the runner to cross plate. Have so far had, looks like, I believe, 3 hits on the day. Stacy Griggs, the right-hander, throwing it in. There's another foul ball, and this one is, boy, I tell you, Keeley made a dive for it to try to make a play on it right in front of the plate and throw on down to first, but just getting foul by Lila Roberts, who had a single to lead Hayesville in the first inning when they led off in the top of the first inning. She had one of their 2 hits. They actually have 2 hits on the day. The other hit, a double by Addie Bunch. Nobody on, nobody out here. There's a ground ball that's going to be foul. And good play by Coach Gary Payne over there in the coach's box at third base. So we're lucky we have a lot of good folks coaching here in the Smoky Mountain Conference, and it's always good talking with them and getting to know them and the work they do. Believe me, they're not in it for the money, folks. They put in a lot of hours. Here's a ground ball that's going to be playable at first base, and the smart play at first base by the Lady Devils first baseman down there, and that's Ashley Stevenson. Ground ball, she just picked it up, waited for Lila Roberts to advance, and just tagged her in the first base line for 1 down. So now Lila, 1 for 2 on the day. Batting now is going to be Jaden Moore, who grounded into a force play her first time up. Lila was on first base last time, and she grounded into that force play at second. There's a pitch in the dirt for a ball 1. Jaden Moore hitting now, and then Faith Odell will be on deck, who has the only walk of the day for Hayesville. Nobody on, 1 down. Looking at it unofficially so far, the Maroon Devils have 4 hits on the day. Hayesville with 2. Swing and a miss for a strike. Coming into this afternoon's contest, Hayesville 2-4 on the season. 3 doubleheaders, 1 with Andrews, 1 with Rosman, 1 with Cherokee. The Lady Devils of Swain 1-1. A win over Cherokee and a loss to Robbinsville on Tuesday. And some injured players for Swain. Amelia Clough out with a thumb injury she suffered on Tuesday. Bree Wesley is out with an ankle sprain she suffered in practice on Wednesday. And Kay Johnson, the starting center fielder, available today, but is not starting due to illness. And as we mentioned, we have 3 other players out for the season with injury. Kinsley Chambers, a junior, Annalise Cook, a junior, and Haley Woodard, a sophomore. There's a swing and a miss. And talking with Coach Gary Payne of Hayesville, he says, man, we can't afford any injuries because they have no bench. That's right, no substitutes on the bench. With an injury-free season coming up, there's a ball that's going to be foul off the bat of Jaden Moore, hitting with 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. And you can hear that brisk breeze that feels really nice. Temperature hit the 80-degree mark in many areas across the mountains today, and this breeze feels nice. Of course, if you're Joe Holt and Emma Dingle, the camera people who will be on top of the Swain press box tonight, you hope that wind goes away before the football game begins. Ground ball to second base. Over to first base, good play defensively. Good job over there by the second baseman, Maddie Spates. Easy play to over to first base, and Ashley Stevenson. 2 down now. Jaden Moore grounds out to second. Faith Odell, the batter, got on with a walk last time. The starting catcher for the Yellow Jackets hitting now with 2 out, no on. Nobody on here in the top of the 3rd inning. This one's scheduled for 7. Stacy Griggs, there's a well-hit ball right back at Stacy. Tracks it down, gets it to first, and it's going to be in time. What a stretch over at first base. Wow. Ashley Stevenson showing her flexibility as she made a huge stretch to get that catch just in time to get Faith Odell out, as that line shot right back at the pitcher was hard to handle. That was a hot one. So 3 up, 3 down here on the top of the 3rd. We go to the bottom with Swain up 4-0. We'll be back. Fans, welcome back. Here we go. Bottom of the third inning. Swain up 4-0 over Hayesville here in high school softball on a gorgeous, gorgeous afternoon as we get things underway. Again, in the batter's box is going to be Ashley Stevenson, the first baseman, who had a huge stretch again. If you had any doubt about her flexibility, she made a great stretch at first base to catch that ball a moment ago. And for out number 3 in the top of the third inning. Ball is going to be low and outside to Ashley, who grounded into a force play. Her first time up. So far on the day, the Lady Devils unofficially have, looks like 4 hits on the day. Hayesville with 2 hits on the afternoon. And all those have been pretty clean hits. Not much doubt as to the authenticity, if you will, of whether it's a hit or not. There's a foul ball out of play up on the bank on the left field side. Got some fans over there on the left field side, kind of up on the bank. That's one of the popular places. They're out of the sun over there and looking down on the field. Of course, we're on the right field line looking into the playing field, and we're looking right into the sun. Pitch high for a ball, and that's going to be ball 4. So Ashley goes down with a walk. Of course, Emma Dingle looking into one camera, but Kent Maxey is a guy who might get some sunburn out there as he's looking right into the center field sun. Keely Eagleman, swing and a miss for a strike. Keely, our senior catcher, popped to shortstop. Her first time up. Coming up after her is going to be Hannah Epperson. Again, Swain up 4-0, bottom of the third. 1 on now for the Lady Devils. Pitch low. Dancing off first, but dancing back is going to be Ashley Stevenson. And again, we got some folks not able to play today. Amelia Clough, Bree Wesley, Kay Johnson. We hope they're going to get better soon. Pitch outside for a ball. We saw Amelia Clough with her thumb wrapped up in a gauze-type splint over there before the game. And then Bree had an ankle sprain. She suffered in practice Wednesday. Kay Johnson sick today. There's a ground ball, foul, just outside third base. Toby Burrell over there was ready to make a play if he needed to. He's over there in the coach's box at third. Over at first base, Ashley McClendon. And, of course, they're joined by Caitlin Dills and Taylor Day, the assistant coaches. There's a ball well hit into deep left center field. One hop off the fence. Runner rounding second. And going into third base, and with a stand-up double, another well-hit ball out there by Keely Eagleman. One hop over the left, or into the left center field fence with a huge double is Keely. Hannah Epperson batting now. Again, a golden opportunity for Swain. Going to have a pinch runner now with runners at second and third and no out. Coming on to run is going to be Kaylin Johnson, one of our sophomore outfielders out there. So again, runners at second and third, no out. Here's the pitch. There is a shot that's going to be, is it going to be in play? No, now it rolls foul. The question is, we were wondering if the Hayesville catcher touched it. Apparently not. It's going to be a foul ball. So coming back is going to be Hannah Epperson, who walked last time at bat for the Lady Devils. Now up with a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Lady Devils with a great opportunity again to add to their 4-0 lead. Runners on second and third, no out. Swing in, again, pitch in the dirt. And we've said it 2 or 3 times, but Faith Odell, the catcher for Hayesville, doing a good job keeping those pitches from Macy Parker that hit in the dirt in front of her so the runners can't score on a wild pitch. Wind up on the throw, right in there for a strike. And a nice crowd. People behind the plate. People down each left and right field lines. Fans out in the center field area out there keeping Kent Maxey company. Pitch inside for a ball. But I tell you, it's a good day to get outside and do anything today. Again, temperature hit 80 degrees in many mountain areas today. Here comes the pitch. Going to be hitting the batter, but it's going to be, and that is a hit batter. Even though it hit the ground and bounced in, it's going to be loading the bases for the Lady Devils of Swain High. So hit by a pitch. So Swain has had a walk, a double, and now a hit batter. Hannah Schuler hitting with no out, and the bases loaded. Hannah got a base hit last time. One of 4 hits. Here's another one into left center field. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Coming into second base is going to be Hannah Schuler, and the Lady Devils have 2 more runs on the scoreboard. So again, timely hitting. Hannah Schuler with a big double and 2 RBIs to lengthen the lead to 6-0 over Hayesville. And still nobody out with Kirsten Smith, the batter. Kirsten popped to second base last time. So a great shot. Pitch in for a strike. A great shot into left center field that went all the way to the fence. Off the bat of Hannah Schuler, the sophomore third baseman. 2 big RBIs. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. She's going to go to first base to get the out. The runners have to hold, of course. And Kirsten grounds out to the pitcher for 1 down. That'll bring up top of the lineup now, and Maddie Spates, who is 2 for 2 on the day for the Lady Devils. Maddie had a huge double, the hardest hit ball of the day, I believe, and then followed that up last time with a single. 2 for 2 on the day, and now runners at second and third, 1 down. Pitch high for ball 1. Braden Taylor is on deck. Savannah Smith to follow her here in the third inning, bottom half of the third. Wind up and the throw. Another well-hit ball. This one might hang up. Center fielder can't get to it. 2 runs will score. Rounding first, going to second, and rounding second, and coming to the pitcher, and no, throw not in time. The throw went to the pitcher instead of third base. So all the way in with a triple is going to be Braden Taylor for the Lady Devils. Or check that, Maddie Spates for the Lady Devils here. What a shot again into center field. So Maddie with a great day, 2 doubles and a single, and 2 big RBIs on that one. So now the Lady Devils with an 8-0 lead. Unofficially, I'm kind of keeping my own score as we go, if you will. Here's the windup and the throw. Pitch is going to be in for a strike. Hitting now is going to be Braden Taylor on the day with a walk and a strikeout and 2 trips to the plate. Savannah Smith is going to be on deck. Maddie Spates is at third base with a great day. 3 for 3 at the plate. 2 RBIs on that last double. Here's a well-hit ball, foul off the left field bank, out of play. Braden Taylor again at the plate. Savannah Smith is going to be on deck. And again, Hayesville doing their best, but again, they have no substitutes. Every player that made the trip over is on the field for head coach Gary Payne and Hayesville's Yellow Jackets. That's a tough situation. And again, we wish Hayesville the best, and we hope they stay injury-free here this season with limited players available. There's a ball that's going to be foul. Are they going to call it fair? Throw is going to be coming into the pitcher from left field, and they are going to call it fair. So that run is in. Now the Lady Devils with a 5-run third, and standing down at second base with a huge double is going to be Braden Taylor. So the bats have come alive for Swain County High School here today, scoring in every single inning. There's a swing and a miss. With a runner on second base now. At the plate for the Lady Devils is going to be Savannah Smith. Pitch high for a ball. Runner at second. On the day, Savannah grounded to third base but got an RBI. Also had a single and 2 RBIs her last time up. And a single could produce another RBI here. Pitch low for a ball. Oh, the runner's going to take off and wind up at third safely. Oh, did she? I hope she's not hurt. Wow. Getting up slowly is Braden Taylor. She kind of went into third awkwardly, and it looks like she's going to get up okay, though, as the throw came over, but she is going to be safe on a stolen base. So Braden okay. We don't want any of these young ladies injured for either team. There's a ground ball. Got by the shortstop. Run will score. And down at first base is going to be Savannah Smith with another RBI. So 3 RBIs on the day for Savannah Smith in this 6-run third inning. And right now it's a 10-0 Lady Devil lead. There's a hard hit ball, but it's going to hang up and it's going to drop in. And everybody is going to be safe. The runner at first had to hold up. It looked for a moment like it might be catchable, but it, again, right between the infield and the outfield for a base hit off the bat of Stacy Griggs, who is having a good day today with 2 singles now and an RBI on the day. So Savannah Smith down at second base. Stacy Griggs now with a base hit at first base. Ashley Stevenson, who has grounded into a forced play and walked in 2 times, is going to be at the plate now with 2 runners on. Pitch outside for a ball. Got a pinch runner down at first base now for the Lady Devils as the windup and the throw. Emma McCoy, one of our sophomores. Emma is down at first base as a pinch runner now. Ashley Stevenson watches that one go for a ball. Ashley, our senior first baseman for Swain High. And again, the bats have really come alive for Swain High here in the in every inning, scoring runs every inning. Pitch in for a strike. But working hard, Macy Parker in the pitcher circle today for Hayesville. There's a shot that's going to be fair down the left field line, going to go all the way to the fence almost. 1 run is in, and heading on down to second base with a stand-up double is going to be Ashley Stevenson with an RBI on the day. So Ashley, I mean, that one, you could tell it was fair because it kicked up some chalk dust down the left field line.
That's fine. Emma got it covered. Just go to home.
And this has been a huge inning for Swain County High School. 7 runs, and there's another shot right up the middle for a base hit and another run. Now an 8-run third inning for a 12-0 lead. And softball is a fast-moving game. A single and an RBI for Keely Eagleman.
Okay.
Keely now 2 for 3 on the day with a double and a single.
You know what? Once ball's hit.
Now it's going to be Hannah Epperson batting. Man, it's coming fast and furious, as we mentioned. You turn your head for a second in softball, you're going to miss a play. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Makes a play on over to second base for an out. On down to first, not in time for the double play. But another run is in. A 9-run inning now for Swain. Crossing the play over there, that looked like Ashley Stevenson. Scoring on the play, I believe. So the run is in. And now again, Hannah Epperson with a single and a big RBI. I tell you, the RBIs are coming around as the Lady Devils now will have Hannah Schuler at the plate. There's another well-hit ball right up the middle, base hit. Play going into second. Is it in time? Yes. Outstanding play by the center fielder for Hayesville as she caught it on one hop. Lila Roberts caught it, gunned it on into second, got the runner, and just an outstanding defensive play. So we have now played 3 innings here at Swain County High School. Our score, Swain 13, Hayesville 0. We'll be back here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back here. We go to the top of the fourth inning from Swain County High School. Hayesville and Swain battling it out here in Smoky Mountain Conference play. There's a ground ball to third base. On over to first base. Oh, it's going to be missed at first base. So on at first base now for Hayesville is going to be Lila Payne. So that, I'm afraid, might be the first error of the day. And Hayesville is on. Lila Payne on the day struck out her first time, but gets on first base now. No out. Macy Parker, the batter. And Lila, I believe, is the daughter of head coach Gary Payne for Hayesville. Uh-oh. Got a hit batter. Now Hayesville, all of a sudden, having some offensive opportunities here with 2 base runners and no out in the top of the fourth inning. Gracelyn Anderson, who struck out last time, is now hitting for Hayesville. Gracelyn Anderson, the starting third baseman for the Yellow Jackets. On deck is going to be Addie Bunch, who had a big double in her first trip to the plate for Hayesville. Here's the windup and the throw. There's a ground ball to third base. Could it be a double play? They go to third and get the lead runner. That's 1. And just a smart play over there from third base and shortstop for Swain. Fielding the ball was Hannah Schuler, and covering over there again the shortstop Braden Taylor. Good heads-up play, 1 down. As Gracelyn hits into a force play. Addie Bunch, who had a big double, the biggest hit of the day for Hayesville, batting now their starting left fielder. And there's a shot down third base, going to be foul. Well hit, but foul off the bat of Addie Bunch. Brianna Curtis is going to be on deck, followed by Emma Mashburn. And again, Swain High with a huge bottom of the third with 9 runs in the bottom of the third inning for a 13-0 lead here. But again, Hayesville now threatening 2 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a miss. Big cut by Addie Bunch, the left fielder. Again, who had a big double into right field her first time up. Brianna Curtis on deck. Hayesville with some fans making their journey over. And we appreciate you folks listening and watching here this afternoon on the Maroon Devils Network. If you couldn't make the trip, swing and a miss, that's going to be strike 3. And that's going to be 2 down now. So Hayesville threatening here to start the inning with 2 runners on and no out. 2 consecutive outs on a forced play. And now a strikeout. Brianna Curtis batting the right fielder. Struck out her first time. And a swing and a miss. A hit here, of course, could score at least 1 for Hayesville. Check that, top of the fourth inning, top of the fourth. Swain up 13-0 right now. Griggs with the windup and the throw. Ground ball in play at third base. Coming on over to first base in time. And the force play will leave Hayesville stranded again. Hayesville has been getting runners on base, but just can't get that first run across the plate. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Our score, Swain 13, Hayesville 0 here on the Maroon Devils Network.
The Smoky Mountain Conference, one of North Carolina's oldest and most storied athletic conferences, producing champions on and off the playing field for decades. The Smoky Mountain Conference. Tradition lives here.
Fans, welcome back. Our Lady Devils at bat here against the Hayesville Yellow Jackets. Glad that both teams got to play here this afternoon on a beautiful day weather-wise. After all the rain we had yesterday, there was a lot of doubt as to whether or not this game would even be played. There's a pitch outside for a ball. And it looks like it's going to be Kirsten Smith leading off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The windup and the throw. Pitch is going to be in the dirt for a ball. Kirsten Smith, the batter, and looks like, unless I'm wrong, we may have a pinch hitter or a new batter after her, Emma McCoy. There's a shot into left center field rather, and it's going to be in for a base hit. So Kirsten Smith, with her first hit of the day, she had popped to second and grounded to the pitcher in 2 times. And now with her first hit of the day, and coming in now is going to be Emma McCoy. Emma's going to be batting here for the first time this afternoon. She's going to be hitting for Maddie Spates at the top of the lineup. Emma, a sophomore. Again, number 34. There's a shot over first base, and it's just foul. Just foul on the right field first base side off the bat of Emma. She did not hesitate. She just cracked that first pitch just outside the first base line. So we'll see if Emma can straighten that ball up and keep it in play. There's a pitch inside for a ball. Again, it has not been bad defense by Hayesville at all. As a matter of fact, I don't think they've had one error. It has just been outstanding hitting by Swain County today that has led to this score of 13-0. A lot of hits. Everybody up and down the Swain lineup has been hitting well, and they're just clean hits. Again, good defense by Hayesville. There's a foul ball. Nothing wrong with the Hayesville defense. They've been getting to the balls when they're hit, but Swain has just been ripping some really solid hits here this afternoon. Meanwhile, Hayesville just not able to string some hits together to get some runs. That pitch outside for a ball. Hayesville has had several runners on base today, but just can't knock those base runners in to get the runs on the board. Here's the windup, and the pitch is going to be in for a ball. And that's going to be ball 4. So Emma McCoy is on with a walk now. In the circle, still working hard, Macy Parker, the Yellow Jacket pitcher. Now runners at first and second. Ball in the dirt. No, this one's going to get through. And that's one of the first times today that Hayesville has allowed one to get through, as Faith Odell has been doing an outstanding job, because there have been a lot of pitches in the dirt this afternoon, but that's the first one to get through to allow the runners on base to advance. So now Swain runners at second and third. Throw down to third. And that will chase the base runner, Kirsten Smith, back. There's a ball high. And it looks like, I believe, if I check my roster, we've got a new batter, Candace Crisp, another sophomore. This is a sophomore-dominated team, by the way. 10 sophomores on this team for Swain County High School. Pitch low. They have 4 seniors, 2 juniors, 10 sophomores, 1 freshman. Hayesville having a tough time this year. 9 players on the team, and they all play. There's a ball that's going to be right in front of the pitcher. She tries to make a play at first, and it is going to be in time for the out. And again, that one just kind of died there off the bat of number 27, Candace Crisp. It just was a tough play, but again, good play defensively by Macy Parker. And again, Hayesville has made good defensive plays today. So Swain getting some new faces batting here in the 4th inning. And now batting is going to be Tori Johnson, another sophomore. So Tori Johnson batting. We've already seen Emma McCoy. And again, we saw Candace Crisp, and now we're going to be seeing Tori Johnson. Pitch low. This one in the dirt as well for a ball. So Tori hitting with 1 out and runners at second and third. Pitch inside for a ball. Hayesville facing. There's another pitch in for a ball. 3-0 the count. Throw it down to third, not in time. Hayesville facing a tough top of the 5th inning, down 13-0 with a mercy rule of 10. There's a foul ball. Again, off the bat of Tori Johnson, one of the 10 sophomores we were talking about just a moment ago. Swain has 4 seniors, all 4 of them start. Talking about Stacy Griggs, Ashley Stevenson, Keely Eagleman, and Hannah Epperson. Pitch outside for a ball. We always like to recognize all the seniors as much as we can. And Tori Johnson is now on with a walk. As again, Swain head coach Toby Burrell giving a lot of new faces some batting time here. Now at the plate is going to be Stacy Griggs. She's one of our regulars, if you will. And doing a good job pitching today. I say that tongue in cheek. But Stacy has had a good day inside the circle so far. The Swain starting pitcher in her career. Now 238 strikeouts. To pick up win number 21, which would put her 5th on the Swain all-time win list, right behind Brandy Claxton, who has 22. Kirsten Cook with 29. Sarah Davis with 57 wins. There's a well-hit ball. It's going to be high. It's going to hang up. Right fielder has it. And that's going to be out number 2. A run will score from third base. But a good play out there in right field by Brianna Curtis for Hayesville. Now a 14-0 Swain lead. Swain has scored at least 2 in every inning so far except this one. There's a ground ball down to second base, on over to the shortstop covering, and that's going to end the inning for the Lady Devils. Again, hitting this time was Ashley Stevenson, one of the seniors on the Swain team. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Our score, Swain 14, Yellow Jackets 0. We'll be back on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th inning with Hayesville. Now with their backs against the wall, so to speak, down 14-0, and with a 10-run mercy rule, they must score at least 5 runs here in this 5th inning to keep this game alive. And Stacy Griggs has pitched an outstanding game for the Lady Devils today, allowing only 2 hits unofficially and striking out 5. Again, those are just my unofficial stats that we're keeping as we go. Batting now is going to be Emma Mashburn for the Yellow Jackets. She'll be followed by Lila Roberts and Jaden Moore. The 2 hits on the day, one a double by Addie Bunch. Lila Roberts has the other hit for Hayesville, and they have been struck out 5 times by Stacy Griggs. But again, Hayesville has put the ball in play many times today, but unable to get the run across the plate here as the wind continues to blow here on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Here's the windup and the throw. Pitch in is going to be a called strike. As we mentioned, Hayesville coming in 2-4 on the season. Swain 1-1. Hayesville 3 doubleheaders against Andrews, Rosman, and Cherokee. Swain winning against Cherokee and losing to Robbinsville this past Tuesday. A 4-1 win over Cherokee, a 5-1 loss to Robbinsville. Swing and miss, and that's going to be out number 1. As now Hayesville will go to the top of the lineup, and again, Lila Roberts has one of 2 hits today for Hayesville. She started off the game as the first batter and ripped a base hit. Last time up, she grounded to first base. And again, 6 strikeouts unofficially for the right-handers. Stacy Griggs for the Lady Devils of Swain High, the senior. And she has had a good day hitting herself with a couple of hits and an RBI. Here's a slap hit to third base on over to first. Oh, it's not going to be in time. It's going to be safe at first base. And that's going to be the 3rd hit on the day for Hayesville. And Lila Roberts has 2 of them. A slap hit right at third base, and well played at third base, but that's just a base hit. Jaden Moore will be batting now. Jaden has grounded into a force play and grounded to second base. So Jaden, the starting shortstop for the Yellow Jackets, has put the ball in play both times. Now with a runner at first base and 1 out. Pitch in for a strike. One thing about Stacy Griggs, she has been on the money with her pitches today, issuing only 1 walk on the afternoon. Against 3 hits and now 7 strikeouts for the Swain right-hander in the circle. The windup and the throw. Just a little bit low for a ball. Down at first base, Lila Roberts for Hayesville. Jaden Moore batting, Faith Odell on deck. But again, Hayesville must score 5 runs to keep this game alive, or it's over with a 10-run mercy rule in effect. There's a high pop-up. Could it be played? And it's going to be in play, not caught. And everybody is going to be safe. Right over the head of our first baseman down there, Ashley Stevenson. And I've got to give her some credit because she was looking right up into the sun. The sun is looking right at first base and right field. So I have a feeling Ashley Stevenson, just again to give her a little bit of relief, was looking right into the sun as the ball just went over her head and it's going to drop in. There's another high foul. This one is going to be out of play behind home plate, back behind the Yellow Bells back there. Batting now is going to be Faith Odell. So again, a ball that was just almost impossible to play at first base. Really high, looking right into the sun. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Yellow Jackets' Faith Odell, who lined to the pitcher last time. Oh, she hits a shot. This one's going into the left field fence on 1 hop. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And down at second base with a stand-up double is going to be Faith Odell. And she ripped that ball for the first 2 runs of the day for the Yellow Jackets. 2 big RBIs. That ball was well hit Left field is 196 feet away. That's the deepest part of the field here at Swain, I believe. 196 down the left field line. That one was just to the right of that left field line for a 2-run RBI double for Faith Odell. Lila Payne, ground ball to third base, knocks it down, fires on to first. Going to be, yes, in time, says the umpire, who is over there between second and third for 2 out. So Lila Payne grounds out. But the runner moves on down to third base, talking about Faith Odell, who again has one of 2 doubles on the day for Hayesville. 3 hits on the day. Maybe 4 if you call that hit a moment ago down at first base into the sun a hit. Some people might. Some people might give the first baseman the benefit of the doubt looking into the sun. And here's the ball getting through. The run will score from third. And Hayesville is on the board now with 3 runs here in the top of the 5th inning. It's a 14-3 Swain lead with 2 out. The bases are now empty. Hayesville must have 2 more runs to keep this game alive. Again, there's a 10-run mercy rule after 5 innings that will end the game in high school play. Now the bases are empty. Hayesville with 3 runs on the board here on the top of the 5th inning with some timely hitting and timely base running. Ball is going to be inside for a ball. Hitting now is Macy Parker, who has struck out and been hit by a pitch. Out of the background, if you hear some drums being beaten on, the Swain Maroon Devils getting ready for a football game. Literally just up the hill here from the softball field, as Swain will be hosting Robbinsville tonight as Smoky Mountain Conference football play. Robbinsville, the defending state 1A champions in football. The last time we had a champ, and that was 2019, 2 years ago. Griggs looking in. Macy Parker, foul ball. No play. On deck is going to be Gracelyn Anderson. Two outs here. 2 outs, 14-3, Swain lead, bases empty. Hayesville trying to hang on here with Macy Parker batting with 2 out, nobody on. But again, Hayesville 3 runs on the board here on the top of the 5th inning. 2 strikes on Macy Parker, the Yellow Jacket pitcher. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And I believe that is going to wind up the ball game, as now the score, the final here this afternoon, 14-3, as the Lady Devils with the win over the Yellow Jackets of Hayesville. And now we see the players and the coaches, Gary Payne and head coach Toby Burrow, they go out and shake. But again, with COVID, the players just kind of waving and not a whole lot of handshaking as we see in the past, and we hope that goes away at some point down the road and things can return to normal. But again, Swain the winner, 14-3 over Hayesville. And for you folks listening in from Hayesville, thank you for joining us. For Maroon Devil fans, we'll be back on the air at 7 o'clock or sometime in that area as Maroon Devil football is coming up with Robbinsville. Until then, have a great evening. So long, everybody.